Good morning, everybody. This is our astrology weather forecast for the 15th of April. So there's a few things going on today. Not a ton of layers. The moon is in Scorpio until 10:38 p.m. Eastern Time. When it goes into Sagittarius, we have the sun in a semi-sextile both to Uranus and to Saturn today. And we have a parallel between Mars and Jupiter. So there's a couple of things. And it's interesting because it's a bit different here, the energies of Sun, Saturn, Uranus, and the parallel between Mars and Jupiter. Very, very different. So one is a stop, one is a go. So it's a day where we can feel like we're trying to drive a car with the brakes on because we have two different energy. So it's like a riptide where we have the overflow, the apparent motion of things, the Mars Jupiter parallel, which is very positive, very forward moving, very adventurous, but we have the undercurrent, which can pull us in a different direction, and it can be out of alignment with what our conscious plan was. That's the sun in a semi-sextile to Saturn and Uranus energy. That's the undercurrent. So we have to pay attention to how are we being pulled and which direction by who and why. Because it's days like this are an opportunity for us to see how our conscious and unconscious selves are in alignment with each other or not. How are we working for ourselves positively in our own favor? How we might be working against ourselves and not be realizing that. So we aren't as capable of saying yes to things completely with Sun in an awkward aspect to Saturn and to Uranus. We can be feeling like there's something that we aren't getting right. We're off the mark in some way. We're not completely in the clear when it comes to the kind of permission that we feel that we need to have in order to really, really move forward full throttle with what we want. So we have to look at what is missing, what needs to be gathered together, what might we not know, and even what are some of the rules that we need to respect, or some of the boundaries that we need to respect or be aware of as we are going in a new way. Just let me block somebody here. So we can feel good. We can feel powerful. We can feel like I am headed in the direction that I want, and I don't have this strange guilt or lack or some kind of tether that it keeps us conscious of what we aren't, what we don't have, what needs to be fulfilled. So if we push forward with our positivity and pay attention to what needs to be known or wrapped up or respected or adhered to, we can have a really successful day. There's really not a ton of layers. It's these two main layers. So if you can negotiate that riptide, and keep yourself in the flow of what you're actually choosing, is really not a bad day overall.